Breaking news. Good evening. The National Risk Reduction Management Office has conducted a press conference about the unpreparedness of Filipinos during natural calamities. Live at the National Risk Reduction Management Office.
On behalf of the Natural Risk Reduction Management Office, good afternoon. I am Sean Hanser Ramos, representative and spokesperson of the Natural Risk Reduction Management Office. Today we are gathered here to discuss the natural calamities that are happening in our country. The Philippines is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, wherein majorities of the volcanoes are located. This is one of the reasons why natural calamities are taking place in our country. There's a lot of natural disasters occurring in our country. Some of these are earthquakes, typhoons, flash floods, and fires. These natural disasters can happen anytime without any warning, but being prepared and knowledgeable can prevent damages and harm to all of us, and can also avoid worst-case scenarios such as injuries to people or casualties. In a study conducted by the Harvard Humanitarian Initiative, it is revealed 47% of the total respondents said that they had done nothing in the last 5 years to prepare for a natural disaster that indicate their inadequacy. This is shown for the unpreparedness that can cause damage into properties as well as the people. An earthquake can shock people because of its untimely occurrence, may end up destroying properties as well as taking lives. An earthquake took place in Davao del Sur on Sunday of December 15, 2019, ending up taking lives and destroying buildings in front of the violent shaking. These horrible happenings caused 13 casualties, 1 missing, and 210 injured people. Unpreparedness, especially during typhoons, can increase the danger for the people, especially living near bodies of water or flood sites. Before the typhoon landed, the government says that we are prepared for any worst scenarios that can happen. The Office of the Civil Defense Deputy Administrator, Casino Manila, said that we are not caught in this situation. Rather, residents who prefer to stay in their houses and rely on how they feel instead of the news alerts from Pag-asa cause more danger in their own lives. The data shows that the death toll during the Typhoon Ulysses currently stands at 73, with 24 people reported injured and 19 still missing. Some 3,700 rescue personnel from the government and private groups were deployed rescuing at least 83,600 people from up to 5-meter deep floods. On the other hand, flash floods can also occur. Tropical cyclone Khansun has a local name, Jolina, brought strong winds and heavy rainfall to parts of the Philippines. After making the first landfall in Honarni, Eastern Samar on 6 of September 2021, 12 fishermen are missing in the rough seas off the coast of the province of Antigua and causing devastation on 10,000s of people. And of course, fire that we can never say when it will happen. A fire at the Ozone Disco in Quezon City broke out at 11:35 p.m. on March 18, 1996, leaving at least 162 people dead. It is officially acknowledged as the worst fire in Philippine history and among the 10 worst nightclub fires in the world, as said, being caused by an electrical fire. Having already said, the National Risk Reduction Management Office simply wants to help educate all of the Filipinos to be prepared for natural calamities, because it is the only way we can survive and win a battle against natural disasters. To be prepared for any of these disasters, we all need to be knowledgeable about what we can happen and what we need to do. Of course, presence of the mind and being calm is the key to overcoming these calamities. In addition, before the disaster, first you should prepare yourself a kit and a plan. You will need a bag to store all of your items. Next, you will need a watch, a radio, canned food, and water, a flashlight, first aid kit, and a plan with your family members and friends, where you should meet and what you should do during the disaster. During the disaster, you should go to a safe area, or if it's an earthquake, you should drop, cover, and hold on. If you are outside, go to an open area and lay down and wait for it to cool down. And when it's over, you should leave the building and run away and be careful for the falling debris. On the other hand, if it's a flood, you need to go to a high ground or get on top of something that is higher than the water level. If you're outside, seek shelter from other people and stay where you are. Do not attempt to swim on the water. You can be swept away or the debris from the water could wound you. If you're in a fire and you're indoors, you should get a wet towel and cover your nose. As you crawl under the smoke, do not stand up to the smoke. Inhaling harmful smoke can inflame your lungs and airways, causing them to swell and block oxygen. This can lead to an acute respiratory distress syndrome. And the respiratory failure, smoke inhalation commonly happens when you get trapped in a contained area such as a kitchen or home near a fire. So, if all these tips and advice will be done during any of these disasters, it can really help you save your properties, most especially your lives and loved ones. Also, Filipinos are known to be resilient. This is why the government believes that we can be prepared for these natural calamities without harm and destruction and can move forward to a better life and move on, holding on to lessons that we learned during disasters. On behalf of the Natural Risk Reduction Management Office, we are looking forward to a prepared community that can overcome these natural calamities in our country. Be prepared, calm, and resilient Filipinos to achieve a strong community facing disasters and calamities. Thank you and have a good day.